Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Orlando Magic. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David? Well, no doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. A look at the Magic starting group. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic, and it's Ennis in at the 3. And for Brooklyn, we've got Allen. Harden out there with Anderson, and it's Chiozza in at the 1.
And you look out there at the Magic, one of the taller teams in our league.
And, you know, that's a philosophical bent for the front office. They want long, athletic players. Draft guys with great length and then develop their strength and skill level. And I actually kind of like that approach. Have a philosophy, stick to it, and be true to it.
Now here's Harden. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by Vucevic. And Vucevic has got the ball here for Orlando. Pass to Augustine. Back to Fournier. 6 on the shot clock. Lays it up and banks it in.
And hey, Fournier is not just an outside shooter. I mean, he can also get busy near the basket thanks to that quick release.
From deep, Harden. It's hauled in by Gordon. Harden against Fournier. Ennis passes to Vucevic. Rebounded by the Nets.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Now here's Ennis. Passes it to Vucevic. Shot from the low block. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis.
Well, that's just strength there. That's what we call weight room. The power of Vucevic on display.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
From deep, Harden. No good on the shot. The Magic go the other way with it. Pass to Gordon. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You know, that kind of unselfishness, guys, from Augustine is really infectious, especially when it's coming from your point guard.
Here's Chiozza, headed by Augustine. Allen's shot is off.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Vucevic, that's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Oh, Clark, there's nothing like opening night. Preseason in the rearview mirror. Now the games count for real. Terrific time.
Yeah, exciting for everybody because hope springs eternal for all teams in the league after you get beyond preseason. And the games do count. They start calculating and documenting W's and L's.
The players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. James Harden is second.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Chiozza. 11 points for him in that last game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist total show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Here's Orlando now. They've got an 8-0 run. Fournier against Harden. Fournier passes to Gordon. Back to Fournier. 5 to shoot. Sweet little floater. Fournier's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
From deep, Harden. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Anderson with the block.
Oh, great to see Anderson reject these shots. I mean, he's an excellent defender, very skilled at that end of the floor, and takes pride in being a shutdown defender.
Finally, after all those planks, someone comes through for him.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
Here's Augustine. James Harden picking up that last basket. And here's Augustine. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Allen with the rebound. Nets trailed by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The 3 from Harden. They get the rebound, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
And let's look now, Aaron Gordon's numbers. Good season for him last year. He put in about 16 points a game last year, 7 rebounds and 3 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
And it's Vucevic missing. And here's Chiozza. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 8-point game. The pass to Allen. Harden outside. He's over Fournier. Harden missing again.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Pass to Vucevic. The shot from the low post is good. Vucevic has got 6.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Here's Chiozza, guarded by Augustine. Passes it to Hall. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Teardrop shot. The feed to Allen. Here's Chiozza, guarded by Augustine. Another shot out of bounds. Orlando takes possession.
And you talk about the best defensive head coaches in the league. Steve Clifford has to be on that short list.
I would agree with you, partner. I mean, his teams play hard, they play smart, they play with discipline, and that usually is a reflection of the coach, and a good one.
Now Ennis, no points in the game yet for him. Pass to Augustine. The rebound by Anderson.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's Harden. Vucevic with the block.
Denied. Return to sender. That's something you expect from a 7-footer like Vucevic.
And the Nets making a change here. LeVert's checked in. And the Magic making a change here as well. Terrence Ross is checked in for Ennis. Clock at 6. Hall. Gordon with the defensive effort.
You know, he looked uncomfortable there, making plays at the rim, not his strength.
Vucevic trying to get open. Augustine, that's good.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Mark, we're seeing more and more young coaches in the NBA. You think this is a trend? Is it completely circumstantial? What's your view on it?
Well, I think you've got more younger coaches that are capable and able to coach. And the league is quite young, too. I think it's a current trend. But we've seen that before in decades past when it seems the wave of coaches are younger. I think it's more or less kind of the cycle of life that we see across a lot of different industries.
Breakdown, looking at some stats for Jared Allen. He had a strong showing last season. 8th in field goal percentage and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. Anderson can't get it to go.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving, get something better.
Now here's Ross. A 24-point outing in their last game against Chicago. Fournier gets a wide open look. No good on the three. Nets trail by 12. Now here's LeVert. Can they get it? Augustine with the steal. Outside Fournier. The pass to Ross. Augustine from outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Augustine's got 5 points so far.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Now, here's LeVert. He's coming off a 22-point game against Golden State.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
Orlando leading by 13. Augustine with it. He has 5. Takes a shot at the elbow. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the left wing. Deep 2 from Anderson. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14.
Like the way LeVert controls himself, always under control, knows what he's looking for, takes his time, particularly when he's close to the basket.
Now here is Augustine. He's coming off a 16-point game against Chicago. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Fournier for 3. That one misses. Nets trail by 11. And Anderson kicks to LeVert. Pass to Chioza. LeVert against Fournier. Here's LeVert. There's the dish to Allen. Shot from the top of the key. Chioza, no good.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Ross for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Allen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Anderson. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
And And the athleticism of Anderson is really impressive, slashing to the rim with ease. Excellent speed allows him to do that.
Pass to Gordon. Down low. It's stolen by Allen. LeVert trying to get open, and the layup falls.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
And a great front office in Brooklyn. General Manager Sean Marks taking over in 2016, and he just signed an extension.
And you know, guys, that San Antonio tree has some great branches on it all over the league, and he's one of them. I mean, he's been a player, a coach, has worked in the front office. Marks understands all sides of the basketball game.
Now here's Anderson. He feeds it to Allen. Takes it off the glass. And now just a 5-point Orlando lead.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Ross against Anderson. Vucevic. The Magic again can't hit.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effect on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here is Augustine. He's got 5. A floater. That one, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Man, he's just pulled a Harry Houdini in this quarter. He's completely disappeared.
And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. That's the end of the first quarter and not much scoring. It remains close. Magic lead by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. It's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the Magic here so far in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Here's Carter Williams. 20 points for him last game against Chicago.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the stripe a lot and cashed in when he had his chance.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Magic, Michael Carter-Williams is out there with Markelle Fultz. Then it's Terrence Ross. And there's Mohamed Bamba. And it's Birch in at the power forward. Crawford, no luck. And so it's Carter-Williams. He'll bring up the ball for the Magic. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Up top, Bamba. Kicks it to Ross. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots from the elbow, and the jumper is good. Ross has got his first points of the night.
Feasting on the leftovers, eating big time. Ross stepping inside the arc and making it happen.
Pass to Allen. Ross against Harris. Allen. Bamba with the block. Carter-Williams feeling it out a bit. Here's the pass to Ross. Here's Birch. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Back to Ross. He's off on that one. Some solid defense from Harris. Ross against Johnson. He dishes it to Harris. Feeds it to Allen. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Fultz. Here's Bamba. Oh, that was terrific.
Good. Boy, Bamba really a dogged rebounder despite his slight frame. He's got great length and timing, and his intensity is really impressive.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Crawford. Bamba with the block. Carter Williams dishes to Fultz. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. And the Magic lead by 9. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Orlando.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Now here's Johnson. Knocks it loose from deep three-point range, but they get it back. Allen passes to Crawford. Sinks the three-pointer.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Ross. He kicks it to Bamba. Trying his luck from deep. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Johnson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Bamba with the block.
Boy, great timing and awareness there from Bamba. He sends shots away on the daily.
Passes it to Birch. To the middle. Here's Fultz. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And season 4 for Coach Kenny Atkinson with the Nets. You've got to be impressed with the job he's done in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you know, Kenny is a hard worker. He's a bit of a grinder if you were trying to term what category he might fit into. And you see that in his team. And, you know, he admits it. He's getting better just like his players are. And that's a great, great statement because we're all hopefully getting better as we move forward.
And the number 1 pick in 2017, Markelle Fultz out of Washington, 6'4". Clark, you think he's more of a point guard or a 2?
Well, you know, at Washington, Kevin, I thought he showed the ability to score and assist at a high level. Coming out of college, I thought he had a chance to be really dynamic in both areas. Time will tell if that's the case, but I think playing the point could take some of the pressure off of his shot as he regains confidence in that part of his game.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. Clark, there are a lot of great playmakers in this NBA that sometimes we don't talk about or under the radar.
Yeah, there are. Again, there's so many outstanding players in a league of 30 teams. But, you know, Drew Holiday has been outstanding as a big playmaking guard, as good scoring the ball as he is playmaking. Draymond Green, not a guard, but makes decisions and passes the ball like a high-level guard and is extremely valuable in that Warriors attack. Those two guys are a little bit undervalued for their ability to make their teammates better.
Good point. Now here's Fultz. 14 points from him the last game against Chicago.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
Nets trail by 9. In the corner, it's Crawford. That's tipped.
Excellent timing that time from Fultz. And I like the edge that he plays defense with. That's impressive for a young guy.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son, Philip, was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the story, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball. I think he will." Kevin?
Well, DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. Now here is Harris. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Golden State. And here is Carter Williams. Pass to Fultz. Ennis in the corner. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And here are the numbers for Carter Williams. How he performed last season. Averaged 4 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their set.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
Harris kicks to Johnson. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Carter Williams with it, and Crawford picks him up defensively. Trying to end the drought. A rebound by the Nets. Allen's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And the pass to Johnson. Back to Crawford. Kicks it out to Johnson. Got a piece of it. Shoots over Carter Williams. Shot by Johnson, no good. Orlando leading by 7. Now Carter Williams. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Bamba wide open and he fires. The Magic again can't hit. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Allen. Orlando grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Fultz looking around. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. You take a look at Harris. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
And getting that spot at the top of the list was such a huge accomplishment. What a year it was for him from behind the arc.
That free throw, no good.
Well, I look at Fultz, and he has perennial all-star written all over him. A fantastic playmaker who's really got a ready-made skill set for the NBA.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Kem Birch. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Mark, we know you have great passion for the game of basketball. Any passions that our fans may not know about?
Yeah, I enjoy golf. I'm an avid reader, as you well know, Kevin. We actually share book titles on occasion. Obviously, food is universal, and there's nothing I turn down. I try to eat certain things in moderation, but I enjoy board games, too. In terms of sports, I'm a fan of football, both college and pro. Enjoy playing golf. Board games and reading probably are what occupy my time. Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
The Magic have made 1 of 3 free throws in the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
Vucevic checked in for Orlando.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Now here's LeVert. Allen dishes to Harden. Over Fultz. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from James Harden.
He's so good at making the defense feel and look helpless. Even when they're right on him, Harden finds a way to make defenders look silly at times.
Ennis with the ball. He's covered by Anderson. Now here's Vucevic. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Back to Fultz. The 3. No good on that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. From deep, Harden. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
The Magic shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First free throw is good. The Nets making a switch here. Chioza's checked in. And a change for the Magic. Augustine's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Nets trail by 10. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Chioza. Headed by Augustine. Vucevic with the block. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. Great showing for him last season. Tops in scoring. 2nd in steals, and he ranked in the top 10 in assists. An incredible knack for drawing defenders and finding the open man.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him number 1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him. Now, here is Harden. He's coming off a 37-point game against Golden State.
A gigantic game for him at the free throw line. He was an instigator, drawing a ton of contact and really just hunting for the whistle.
Just 3 to shoot. There's Chioza. And the Nets miss again.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
The putback, and it's put back in by Vucevic.
Establishes position with a strong base. You got to box out Vucevic better than that.
Chioza passes to Allen. There's a minute 40 left in the first half. From deep, Harden knocks down the 3-ball. Harden's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And, you know, even if you contest the shot, there's no guarantee you're stopping Harden. I mean, he's locked in on scoring, and he's one of the very best in the league.
Now here's Gordon. Augustine finds Fournier. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Now Vucevic. Over Allen. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 4 points this quarter.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, hammers the alley-oop through.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Now, here's Fournier. There's 47 seconds left in the first half. Augustine against Harden. Augustine passes to Vucevic. That one, no good.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Pass to Allen. Dishes it to Harden. Here's Chioza. Started by Augustine. Passes to Chioza. Harden outside. Allen trying to break free. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from James Harden.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Pass to Vucevic.
Boy, that shot was affected by Allen, no doubt about it. His length at 6'11", very active, solid defensively.
And so it's Orlando heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Nick, what changed as the first half continued?
We toughened up a little bit. We know they were getting a lot of easy points, a lot of points around the paint, around the basket, and we just started playing more aggressive, playing hard on defensive end, and that got us going offensively too. So we just got to keep doing that, play hard, and should be fine.
Keeping the paint tight is key. Thanks very much, Nick. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. Checking out the Magic. And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
Well, Kenny knows about this. I used to do this to his team all the time. Take advantage of you down low. Mismatch. Barbecue chicken alert. Make good entry passes. That led to some good looks. Obviously, a lot of points. When you control the paint, Ernie, you control the game. I was the master of controlling my paint. Shaquille O'Neal.
Kenny, how'd you think the Nets were playing?
Well, they're trailing in this game because they're shooting under 35%. Now, I've got to give a lot of credit to the defense, forcing the shooters off their spots and making them feel uncomfortable. But if someone takes something away from them, you have to be able to adapt. So they need a whole new game plan because right now they're in trouble.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You know, Vucevic, guys, has been exceptional.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. Magic leading by 7. They've got Anderson. Jared Allen is out there with Harden. And it's Chioza in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. Hand contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And you remember when Aaron Gordon came into the league, Clark, some questioned whether he had the size to play the power forward position. Not anymore.
Yeah, you take a look at what's important at that position. It's about mobility, versatility, and skill set, and he certainly fits the bill nicely there. He can defend the 3 or even some 4 positions and brings a lot of energy at both ends.
And he makes the first. Now in his 6th season in the NBA, hard to believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
Not much older than some rookies coming in. You wonder what his ceiling will be.
And Gordon drops them both.
The former Arizona Wildcat, Gordon is a high-motor player who gives great effort out there all the time.
Harden inside the 3-point line. They get it back. Hall uses the glass to finish the layup.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Augustine with it. And there's the pass to Vucevic. Back to Augustine. Now here's Ennis, guarded by Harden. Here's Gordon. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. Ennis has got 3 assists now in this one.
Gordon is one of those guys who loves physical contact. He's really skilled at finishing over difficult defense.
To the inside, and it's Allen slamming it down.
Boy, Allen always a threat, especially when you give him room to run. He's capable of banging it home.
Ennis taking his time here. And it's sent back by Allen. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. And Orlando has possession. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And Vucevic kicks to Fournier, 4 on the shot clock. Unloads from 13. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Harden. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Here is Augustine. He has 5. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Anderson. Here's the teardrop. Rebound by the Magic. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And then Gordon with the dunks.
And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
Here's Chiozza. Following the score by Aaron Gordon, Chiozza passes to Harden. And the layup's good off the glass. Harden's got 11 points.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And here's Fournier. Vucevic trying to get open. He doesn't hit that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Inside, here's Harden. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Now just a 5-point Magic lead. To the paint. And Gordon gets it to go in on the assist by Augustine. Augustine's got 3 assists in the game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Harden against Fournier. Now Anderson. To the middle. Here's Allen. Lays it up off the glass. 8 points for him.
Well, I like seeing Allen get this kind of position because you give him the rock there and he can take care of the rest.
Augustine looking around. Lets a floater go. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Fournier. How he did last season. Averaged about 15 points a game last season. 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is. And he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Pass to Vucevic. Back to Ross. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Ross has got his second basket.
Boy, Vucevic, so solid in all fundamentals of the game and really an outstanding passer for a big guy.
Harden the pass to Johnson. Over Augustine. Count it, and the Orlando lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from Johnson.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Ennis Harris kicks to Ross. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer Augustine hits it from three-point range. Augustine's got 8 points.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
Harden inside the three-point line. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. And that's 15 points for James Harden.
Love the speed with which Harden gets his shot off. Timing his release beautifully off the pass. Nice stuff.
Passes it to Ross. Back to Augustine. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Augustine's got 5 points in the quarter.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Back to Allen from deep. Rebound by the Magic. Gordon's got 6 rebounds in the game.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer. You know, for a team like the Nets, building without top picks, player development becomes critical. I mean, the Nets have made that a key focus for their franchise, and you can see the results paying dividends now. I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
And it's Gordon with the finish.
You know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game, always looking to bring the thunder.
Crawford outside. On the wing, Johnson. Guarded by Augustine. Johnson against Augustine. Shot by Johnson, no good. Clark, you were talking about the Nets player development. Guys like Spencer Dinwiddie and Joe Harris were signed as free agents.
Yeah, and you know, guys, a coaching staff dedicated to taking them to the next level in terms of improvement and player development, the investment they make in their top-notch training facility, all of that focus paying off for them.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets, down by 12. Crawford outside. A 3-ball. Buries it from three-point range. Crawford's got it back down to single digits for the Nets.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Pass to Ross. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on James Harden.
Great appreciation for Ross. Never afraid of going into the contact on the way up. Well done.
Down the first one. And the 6'7" swingman, Terrence Ross, the number 8 pick out of Washington.
Well, you know, the shooting and leaping ability of Ross, phenomenal. I mean, I think the defensive end is where he can solidify his game and really improve. He's got all the tools, though, to be an excellent two-way player.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Harris is checked in for Jared Allen, and it's LeVert in for Johnson.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Now here's Crawford. 8 points for him, and he recovers it. Count that one. Magic leading by 9. Now here's Carter Williams. Off on the layup.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Crawford, no luck. Orlando, they've gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Carter Williams against Harris. Carter Williams can't get it to go. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Down low, here's Hall, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Nets trail by 9. Harden with it. He's got 15. The pass to Crawford. It's rebounded by Carter Williams.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Ross with a wide open look. The basket good off the assist from Bolts. Ross has got his third basket of the night. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Pass to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Magic leading by 9. Passes it to Ross. Back to Carter Williams. LeVert against Ross. Tipped away. Stolen by LeVert. For 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Bamba's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Man, I like how aggressive Bolts is. I mean, excellent breaking down the defense in the open floor with his speed. Fantastic work.
Now here's Crawford. 10 points for him. As to Harden. Fires the 3. Connects from three-point range. Harden's got 20.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Now the pass to Fultz. From deep. Here's Birch. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Birch has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
Carter Williams against Harden. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
Pass to Bamba. The dish to Ross. All alone. And that one hit back iron.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whips it.
Here's LeVert. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Here's Fultz. 12 points for him. From deep. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Orlando Magic with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. We come back right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier and Ross, they're the wings. And it's Fultz, and it's the point guard. Pass to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. It's up a 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Harden inside the three-point line. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got 4 assists now tonight. Magic leading by 4. Bolts with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. Here's Ross. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Harden outside. Rebound by the Magic. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Now here's Fultz. He's covered by Anderson. And here's Fultz. The feed to Vucevic. Fultz the pass to Gordon. Clock at 4. Here's Fournier. That shot misses. So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from LeVert.
Boy, the versatility of LeVert showing you he's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve and a bunch of shots to choose from, too.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Vucevic. And the call will be against Karis LeVert. That's foul number 2 for him. So both teams changing it up here. Harris against Gordon. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Chiozza passes to LeVert. Here's Chiozza. Back to LeVert. Over Augustine. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from LeVert.
Hey, you know, the mid-range, Jay, continuing to look better over time for LeVert. Showing real improvement in knocking that shot down.
Ross, that's good. Ross has got 10 points here in the second half.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Here's Chiozza, guarded by Augustine. Harris looking it over. 6 to shoot. It's over Vucevic. Harris misses.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And that one drops for him.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
The pass to LeVert. Harris outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break. The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Anderson outside. It's Allen, top of the key. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Magic. Gordon's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And Fournier kicks to Augustine. Pass to Vucevic. Gordon trying to break loose. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist by Augustine.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
James Ennis, he'll check in for Ross. Harris outside. Here's Chiosa. Passes it to LeVert. And the three ball is good.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Now Augustine. Outside Fournier. Pass to Gordon. Over Harris. Vucevic trying to get open. And it's Orlando with another.
And, you know, over time, Gordon's offensive game has evolved. I mean, he's capable of getting it going from anywhere now.
Here's Chiosa. Now here's LeVert. Takes it from 10, and it's in off the backboard. LeVert's got 9 points in the quarter.
It's just what the doctor ordered here. Boy, have they needed him here in the fourth.
Yes, they have. He's made all 4 of his shots this quarter, Greg. Definitely looking to be a dangerous guy.
Here's Ennis. Vucevic trying to get open. And he banks in the layup. And the Magic lead by 8.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Chiosa scanning the floor. LeVert against Vucevic. Allen inside. It's over Fournier. Allen, that's good. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds. Augustine with it. Outside Fournier. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 3. Here's Ennis. From outside, off the mark. And here's Chiosa. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 6-point game. They get it again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And, you know, when Allen gets this positioning, the defense is in trouble, which in turn forces them to commit the foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Orlando.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
First free throw is good.
Boy, I covered Jared Allen in college, and you look at the physical profile he's got. 7.5-foot wingspan, big hands, explosive, really good athlete. He's got all the tools and an upside without limits.
Hall's checked in for Brooklyn. He's off on the second. You were talking, Clark, about Allen's length and leaping ability. He's dangerous around the rim.
Boy, he sure is, guys. Still developing his skill game, but he's already more than serviceable at the offensive end of the floor. And we know he's a rim protector defensively. Good feet, gets up and down, has a nice touch and good hands. Boy, this guy is going to be some kind of player going forward.
Chiosa passes to Anderson. Beyond the arc, drills the three-pointer.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Orlando, they've gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12. And here's Ennis. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That's his first foul. Fournier pass to Gordon. Vucevic up top. 5 on the clock. No good. Excellent D there from Allen. Here's Chiosa. Headed by Augustine. Takes it to Anderson. And stolen by Fournier. Lays it in off the breakaway. And the Magic lead by 4.
Fournier, very skilled at sniffing out, anticipating when to go for the steal.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Called.
Player of the game, Aaron Gordon.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Kenny Atkinson had some words for his team during the break. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Anderson can't get it to go.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yes, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Fournier passes to Augustine. Ennis with the ball. Clock is at 3. Fournier for 3. Kept alive Orlando. And it's Vucevic missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now Ennis. Vucevic dishes to Augustine. Gordon with no one around. Misses the 3.
You know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Here's the pass to Anderson. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 4. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Left here in the fourth quarter. The 3 from Harden. Orlando grabs the miss.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot forward.
Fournier is highly skilled, a crafty European talent who's really fearless when it comes to shooting the basketball.
Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
Augustine against Harden. Moves back up. Pass to LeVert. And Fournier over to help. And here's Harris from the arc. And he's able to get it back. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. It's the Nets now. Passes it to Harden. To end the drought, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Harden's got 28 points for the game. Augustine against Harris. Vucevic down low. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And Vucevic is really good about playing nerveless basketball. In other words, he's not going to let anything bother him. He's under control, he's calm, he's composed, and he's confident. And that lets him deliver when it matters most.
Harden surveying the D. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
Augustine with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. And the basket by Gordon.
Easy to see why Gordon has the ball in these moments. He's phenomenal at coming up big.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
How about this clear example of perseverance? I mean, he's in his 8th season before he makes an All-Star game in 2019. Nikola Vucevic just stayed with it, continued to get better. Got to make anybody besides Harden shoot the ball there. I mean, he doesn't feel the pressure. He embraces this stuff. It's right in his wheelhouse. Make somebody else shoot it.
And he commits the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Timeout called, the Nets. They trail by 8. 23 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
23 seconds left in the fourth. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. On offense, here are the Magic. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And the foul on Harden. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for two. And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one. And that will put them up by 9.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of them.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
And it is absolutely remarkable watching Harden draw contact. So effortless, so crafty, and so consistent in putting the defense in a bind.
9 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here is Frazier. So the Magic win it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean,
all right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks, for